If you haven't seen it already, Babygirl is the movie to see. Take it from my 84-year-old grandma who kept asking for the sexy movie. So yes, I did see Nicole Kidman orgasm in the first few seconds of the movie with my grandmother. Nope, not super awkward. So I'm just gonna cut to the chase. I really love Babygirl. I am a sub, or actually I was, but it's kind of been a while. For those of you who don't follow my Instagram, I am a sub. Well, it's been years, but it's a huge part of my identity. Seeing Nicole Kidman or Romey explore and indulge in a dom-sub dynamic was super cathartic and affirming for me. While some may argue that Babygirl is another version of 50 Shades of Grey or a watered-down BDSM relationship with a cishet woman, I'd argue that yes, while the film is somewhat tame for an experienced sub like myself, this movie really shows how important a dom-sub dynamic is for some people, and also shows the limits of monogamy. Romey, a middle-aged woman, does have an affair with a younger man named Samuel, who is her mentee, and is an experienced dom, or so I'm assuming from his behavior in the film. This dynamic awakens Romey and her sexual desires, or dare I say, needs. While it is morally wrong to cheat on your husband, it shows that non-monogamy may just be the answer for her, because non-monogamy would have granted Romey the freedom to explore her sexual needs and desires in a consensual and safe way. But of course her affair is not consensual between her and her husband, and therefore it is wrong. I appreciated the conversation around consent in this dom-sub dynamic. Samuel says something along the lines of, "This must be consensual for this to work. That's how this works." He's stern, which makes him all the more sexier. I appreciated this because 50 Shades of Grey, unfortunately, was not consensual. There's the scene where Romey submits to Samuel, where she gets down on her knees and rubs her head against his leg. There is no touching yet, but there is catharsis. Romey doesn't need to spread her legs and have Samuel touch her. She can simply rub her head against him and feel that cathartic release, that connection. This reminded me of myself, and it reminded me of how powerful and how beautiful and cathartic it felt to submit to the man I love. And it is something that I miss every day of my life, but what are you gonna do? People come and go, as they say. So Nicole Kidman successfully portrays the experience I've had as a sub, and that's what I think makes this film so successful. Throughout the movie, one may argue that Romey has no control, that she is being told what to do. I, however, argue that she has the control, because in reality, the sub controls the scene. Typically, it's a sub who says, "This is the scene that I want, and this is what I'm comfortable with." And then the dom steps into that role and fulfills what the sub is craving. Samuel figures out Romey's fantasies straight from the beginning, where he enters the room and tells her that she is going to be his mentor. And throughout the film, he tries these little things to get Romey hooked. So like sending her a glass of milk at a bar, which is very random and out there, and she drinks the milk and agrees to being in his power. She agrees to be his sub. And I think that is so beautiful, is that Samuel figured out who Romey was like that, right off the bat. And I think that's a good dom. A dom who knows his sub and knows her limits, knows her fantasies and what she wants. I also really like the scene where Romey is in a room with him and he instructs her to take off her panties and to sit on a couch with her legs spread. And then he instructs her to take off her dress. And he comes over to her and tells her, "You're so beautiful." You know, that scene is sexual, sure, because she's naked, but he's not going down on her. She isn't going down on him. It's just simply holding this woman and telling her, you're so beautiful. And I think seeing this portrayal of a dom-sub dynamic is important because people think it's all about the genitals, it's all about fucking, it's all about penetration, it's all about orgasming. But for Romey, it's really about feeling safe and feeling cared for and feeling catered to. You know, like he's catering to her, he's fulfilling her needs. At the end of the film, we see Romey laying on her stomach, which she's done throughout the film with Samuel, where her husband, though, is touching her, and she is having an orgasm. And I think this shows that, once again, Romey, the sub, gets what she wants. The ending, however, makes me sad, because Romey doesn't get the sexy dom she's been pining after the whole movie. Instead, she's getting her husband, who, yes, is putting in effort and touching her with her eyes closed, but it's not in the way that she needs. It's a compromise, which is important in relationships, but I think in a dom-sub dynamic, or in a relationship with your husband, the man you are supposed to love and be with, and especially monogamy, commit to, I think Romey deserves better. I think if she truly loves her husband and really likes Samuel, she should be able to have both. And look, I don't even know if I'm not monogamous, because I've had a lot of bad experiences, and I never feel fulfilled, I never feel at ease, I never feel, at ease. But I think in this situation, non-monogamy is the answer. If this was the ending instead that she got, I think it would show that non-monogamy can be the answer for a lot of people. But of course, as a society, we just aren't ready for that conversation yet. So if you're in a relationship with a man that you love, and you guys just can't fulfill each other's needs, or one of you is unhappy, perhaps opening the relationship up to non-monogamy would actually help and provide, you what you need. Needing to be loved in multiple ways by multiple people is not a bad thing, which babygirl proves. So go out there and get your husband and a dom. Or better yet, maybe you will find that perfect man or person who can be your partner and your dom. And if that's you, I'm jealous. So that's all, folks, for today. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that if you're going to see babygirl, you go and see it with your friends, and don't be like me and see it with your grandma, because that is very uncomfortable. But I do think that seeing it with a person that you can talk to is really important. Like watching the movie and then being able to process and kind of reflect on your own relationships and like your own needs, because you might actually realize that what Romey has is what you want. So with that, that's all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Oh, also, I got dressed up just for this video, so I want to show you my outfit, and then we'll go. So I'm wearing these pants from Target, this belt from Target, this bodysuit I got on sale, and this I got at, what is it called? I forgot what it's called. I think it's called a Clothes Horse, maybe? I don't know. I'll put the outfit details in the description box below. But thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one.